Honorable members, I take this opportunity to greet you this morning and to welcome you to the meeting of the Portfolio Committee on International Relations and Cooperation. I also greet our staff. I greet everybody who is following the proceedings of this meeting using various platforms provided by Parliament as part of public participation in the affairs of Parliament. We have an agenda before us, honorable members. It's opening and welcome. Adoption of the agenda, apologies. Briefing by the Department on treaty making processes is in South Africa. Number 5 is the role of Parliament in treaty making and in the implementation of South Africa's international obligations. There's a suggestion there that because we don't have time today because of the budget, we defer that item. Item 6 will be a summary of bilateral meetings and correspondence that we have received in the office and then closure. Do we have a mover for adoption of the agenda?
I move, Honorable Douglas moves for the adoption of the agenda, Honorable Chair.
Yes, you move with amendment to 5.
With amendment, thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Douglas. Do we have a second, honorable members?
Yes, Chairperson, I'll second.
Al Jamal,
I second.
good to hear your voice, man. Ruth,
Thank you, Chairperson.
good morning. Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
I second.
Yes. Lubabalo, can we deal with apologies?
Chair, my hand is up.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Let me go to the grid here so that I can see. Yes, Honorable Mhlongo, you can proceed.
Greetings, Chair. Chair, I want to understand if we defer item 5, can't we as well, when we present again item 5 in March, bring back the department on the same matter, not only now bring the aspects? That will be my suggestion. Can we bring again the department must be present, not only we have the expert present in that meeting of March where we've deferred item number 5. Thank you.
Okay, I don't think it's a big deal, yes, because they are related. That's the proposal, honorable members, that we deal with them jointly at a date we decided.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Dudley.
Yeah, I want to second that motion and agree to it. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's agreed to then, honorable members. I think that's what we will do so that we discuss them jointly. The next item is on the correspondence we have received to Lubabalo.
Chairperson, good morning. It's DM Moraka.
Yes, DM, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Chair?
I'm fine. I thought we were saying we are excusing you from the meeting. I wasn't aware that you are here. DM, you are welcome and thanks for honoring the meeting. The item for which you were here is now being deferred. So you can excuse us unless you want to just learn some of the things that we do as a committee.
No, thanks, Chairperson. I wanted to establish that whether we should allow you as the portfolio committee to continue with your work without us. So I will request the DERCO team to also exit the meeting. Thank you, Chair.
Ra leboga. Lubabalo? Austina, we can't get Lubabalo. Can you take us through?
Good morning, Chair.
Okay.
I wanted to check, are we on apologies or are we on the summaries of meetings that you held, Chairperson?
We are on the summaries.
Okay, Chairperson.
You want to do apologies first? Apologies are as noted. Don't worry.
Okay, Chairperson. Okay.
As presented, yeah. You can take us through the correspondences.
Okay, Chair, I'm on the 12th, Chairperson of, there was a meeting request between the Chairperson and the International Committee of the Red Cross, requesting a meeting with the Chair. And the meeting was ultimately held on the 12th of Feb. And the meeting was between Mr. Patrick Youssef, he's the Regional Director for Africa, and Mr. Jean Nicholas Paquet Relu, he's the head of a regional delegation, Southern Africa. And the purpose of the meeting was that they would like the International Committee of the Red Cross to collaborate with the Portfolio Committee and work in partnership with the committee and Parliament as an advisory body and a voice for humanitarian assistance as the need arise. And the ICRC mandate extend to ensure that impartial protection and assistance to victims of armed conflict and disasters. It was also noted in the meeting that the erosion of the rules of war is not confined to distant battlefields. It threatens the stability and security and values that underpin our societies and our lives. It was then proposed in the meeting that the International Committee of Red Cross requested an introductory meeting with the Portfolio Committee, and that the RCRC requested consideration that a joint PC meeting with the PC of Defense, Home Affairs, and IR Committee be scheduled to take place at the end of June. The third proposal was that an annual meeting sessions between Parliament and the proposed an annual meeting sessions between Parliament and the ICRC, and that a submission be made to the Speaker to have the ICRC to address Parliament. And the last proposal was that a submission be made to Speaker to consider facilitation of the ICRC to be given a platform in the SADC parliamentary sittings. That's the first meeting, Chair. I'm not sure if I may proceed to the second one or if members would like to engage on this one.
Let's deal with the first one, honorable members. That's the meeting we held with the institution. Those are the recommendations. Do we agree to them or do we amend them or they're okay? You can just, let me see, there's a hand here of, I'm using a 4, so I'm struggling. Okay, it's Honorable Wesley Douglas.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'm happy with it as it stands. I think we will be giving more input as we go along. So yeah, I don't think we need to belabor the point.
Thank you very much. Our Honorable Dr. Lynchfield Chavala.
Thank you, Chair. I've just lowered my hand. I'm covered.
Sharp, Mama. Okay, next one, Luba.
The second meeting, Chair, was between the Chairperson and the EU Ambassador, which was held on the 19th of Feb. It was the objective of the meeting, my apologies, was to confirm dates that EU parliamentary delegation European Parliament International Trade and the Committee on Foreign Affairs will be traveling to Johannesburg, Pretoria, and Cape Town during the week of 26th to 31st of May. and to request the chairperson to consider a meeting with the two committees. Out of the meeting, the following proposals were made: that the ambassador, when the program of the committee's visit is available, will make provision for the portfolio committee of IR to meet with the delegation as well as the EU ambassador in South Africa. This meeting will take place in Johannesburg at a date that will be confirmed at a later stage. The second proposal is that on the 10th of March, Minister Lamola and the DG will be meeting with the EU office in Pretoria. An invitation will be extended to the portfolio committee as well. And the third proposal was that SA-EU interparliamentary meeting scheduled for June 20. This was an announcement that SA-EU interparliamentary meeting is scheduled for June 2026. The proposed dates are the 9th to the 12th of June. So that's the last summary of the meetings. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Luba. Honorable members, I did say to the European Union ambassador that I think it will benefit the portfolio committee for them to be exposed to the work that the EU does with South Africa. But it will also help us to look very closely at EU South Africa trade agreements and then EU Africa trade agreements and other issues between the EU, Africa, South Africa that happen at the United Nations Assembly level and other bodies of global governance. So I just thought it would be important for us to see them, all of us, and raise some of the issues, these former colonizers of ours. Those are the proposals, honorable members. Are we okay with them? Or you can just speak, honorable members.
Mr. J, this is Honorable Douglas. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think we do need a meeting with the EU. And to follow up on, we did have discussions with them last year, just briefly when but we haven't had a proper analysis of the trade between South Africa and the EU, the benefits are thereof, and then also barriers to entry like CBAM. I always bring that up, but these are things that we need to discuss and make sure really need to interrogate because they have real world implications for our businesses, for our SMMEs, our Black entrepreneurs who want to get into the EU space. But at the same time, we need to look at how much are they extracting from South Africa? How much are they taking out of South Africa without benefiting our people, without beneficiating minerals, without beneficiating and providing jobs for our people? We also want to see those facts, Mr. Chair, because for me, it's been a largely transactional and extractive relationship between the EU and South Africa for generations. They benefit and not ours. So I would like to see what we're doing in terms of investment. Are they investing in South Africa? Is there an offset between the trade imbalance between them and us? These are issues that I'd like to see in that meeting. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Douglas. I'm sure it's agreed to, honorable members.
Yes, Chair.
Is it Andy?
No, Chair, no, I was just concurring and just agreeing that I'm fine with. In fact, we are fine with both. I think correspondences that were sent and the recommendations for the way forward. Thanks, Chair.
Okay, Andy. What I suggested to the ambassador, honorable members, is she must convene all the EU ambassadors. So we're not just meeting with her as the EU ambassador. So it will be all of them. These big countries, majority of which are in the G7. So it will be a very good meeting, I think, for the committee, Parliament, and South Africa. That's agreed to. Next one, Luba.
Those were the two, Chair, which were prepared for today, Chairperson.
Oh, there's something, Luba, if you remember, last week, there was a matter about this ambassador designate of the US. And there was an agreement in the meeting that one of the things we want to do is to invite that ambassador to the committee so that all these things he has been raising through the platforms in the United States, he must raise them face to face with us. So please don't forget to write that letter to the ambassador designate through Derek, of course.
Okay. Noted, Chairperson. Chair, I just wanted to seek clarity, Chair. I was under the impression, Chair, that the Portfolio Committee will continue with the presentation by DECO on the role of South Africa in treaty making, and then the second item, which was
No,
scheduled
sir.
for
No, sir. No, we are long done with that part of the meeting. Maybe your network by that time had failed you a little bit. We are done. Even the DM has been released from the meeting.
Noted, Chair.
Yes. Any announcements?
There are none so far, Chairperson.
Please indicate to the members that I'm invited to some gathering in India because I'm going to represent them there.
Okay, Chairperson. May I request Usis Dineo, Chair, to brief the members in detail in terms of the objectives of the conference, Chair, that you'll be attending.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning, Chair and honorable members. The Indian Foreign Ministry, together with its think tank, has invited the chairperson to an annual dialogue called Raisina Agenda, which will take place from the 5th to the 7th of March in New Delhi, India. The objective of the Raisina Agenda, Chairperson and honorable members, is an event that takes place every year, and the themes change from year to year. But generally, India takes the space to discuss international issues of a geopolitical and geoeconomic nature that will be prevailing at the time. So currently, with the global turbulence going across the world in terms of tariffs, in terms of conflicts in different parts of the world, and in terms of challenges to the UN as a body, and also the multilateral approach to issues affecting especially the global south. This year, India is going to table that forum, expose international experts, leaders, former presidents to such a forum so that the discussions can take place and the global south could have a common approach and a common understanding of how to respond to these challenges that are facing the world today. I may just add, Chairperson, that even the former President Mbeki is also invited to the same gathering. So, in a nutshell, Chairperson, that is what is going to be happening. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Is the Minister of Derco still going? I saw somewhere that the Minister is also going.
The Minister has tendered his apology. He was also invited, so the Minister will no longer be attending. So on the part of the executive, I am not aware of any other suggested name, Chairperson, except for the former President Mbeki, who is not, who is part of, I think, the think tank UNISA, or even on his own stature as the former president, because some of the delegations which are invited are former presidents of different countries and current presidents, ministers, VVIPs to VIPs, and then think tanks. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Okay, there we go, honorable members. I just thought you must be aware of some of these developments. So I will be going, all things being equal. I'll give feedback when I come back from the honorable members. Is there any other thing we need to deal with, Faustino?
Uh, Nothing, Chairperson. That is also far, Chair.
That being the case, honorable members, I wish you attentiveness this afternoon in the presentation of money on behalf of the people of South Africa by Minister Kotongwana, and subsequent engagements that will follow next week in the debates. This is how we come to the end of the meeting. Hambane kahle, tsamayang sentle. Re a leboga.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you,
Rolotse.
colleagues.